The hardest part was I was a sergeant in Crimes Against Children unit. It was the hardest, best job I ever had in the department because I was a sergeant, so my guys and women did all the work, but I still would read all the warrants, and you just read about these atrocities that were happening to these little kids, and it was horrible. It would make me so angry, so I was able to channel anger into action. It's like, let's go get these guys because we're going to put them in jail. But that was a tough job. That job alone, all the things I'd seen throughout the department through the years had not really bugged me, but that was kind of like a tipping point of pushing you over the edge a little bit with just how that there's evil in this world. There's a lot of evil. Okay, never mind.
Each year, Trinity Oaks nonprofit organization, in partnership with Sportsman's Choice Record Rack Deerfeed, hosts the Bucks for the Brave event, where career military members and first responders are nominated by family and friends to win a dream hunt. This past year was the first year where women and men were given separate events, allowing for even more winners to be chosen. Among that first group of women was former Air Force veteran and retired sergeant to the Dallas-Fort Worth Police Department, Rachel DeHoyos.
Hi, I'm Rachel DeHoyos. I am a retired police officer. I spent 35 years with Fort Worth Police Department, and I also served in the United States Navy. The way that I heard about Bucks for Brave was I actually got an email blast from Deer and Deer Hunting, and a family member nominated me for that award, and I never in a million years thought I would get selected. And I happened to remember, like the day before they made the announcement, that was the day they were making the announcement, and I watched it on Facebook and could not believe I was selected. It was overwhelming. From that moment on, I cannot tell you how overwhelmed I was and just blown away and blessed by the amount of gratitude these people showed towards us, how much they cared about us, supported us, and you could just feel the love. It was amazing. So the animal I wanted to harvest at the Bucks for the Brave, I wanted to harvest an axis deer. My father had passed away earlier in the year, and that was something he and I did together. And so after his passing, I felt like that would be a good way to honor him and just to continue forward. I want to teach my nephews and their kids how to hunt, and so it was really important to me to take an axis.
Dad's been in my head a lot. This is a lot like the same kind of country that we went on in, so it's healing and it's uplifting, and I feel like he's here with me. It was just a beautiful morning to sit and watch God's creations out here and just enjoy nature. It was fantastic. I can't wait to come back out this afternoon.
So we were in there the first night. We saw some activity. We saw some axis. We saw some bucks, but the axis we saw were does, and we couldn't shoot those. The second day out there, we hunted morning and evening. Again, we saw a lot of whitetail and saw some incredibly beautiful, huge whitetail bucks, but I had signed up for axis. We tried, spent almost 10 hours in the stand the second day and just didn't see any axis. Evening of the second night, they gave me the opportunity to hunt a Simbok, which is a cross between a scimitar oryx and a gemsbok. And I'm like, well, I'm probably never going to get to Africa to hunt one of these incredible creatures, so I took them up on that opportunity to hunt a Simbok. Wow. So we get out there, and we'd been about there about an hour and a half, I believe, and the herd comes in. Oh, there's a whole bunch more back there coming in. I mean, he's trying to find. Which one? The limper? Where is he? My heart starts racing. I'm excited. The guide gives me the okay on which one to hunt. I'm on the shoulder. I just gotta wait for that one. Oh, Jesus. I think I put some pressure on myself. I was nervous, I was excited, and I rushed the shot. And I didn't know the anatomy of a Simbok very well, so I shot a little too far back. Oh my God. Okay, give me a minute here. That was freaking exciting. I hate to rush my shots. I was trying to remember every fundamental I know about firearms. And I had the shot, so I took the shot. I had to quote Top Gun. That there was a white one in front, and as soon as he cleared, I pressed the trigger. It felt like a good shot. I saw him buckle, so I felt like I made contact, and I was listening for that thwap, but I was too excited and I didn't hear the thwap. And then I lost consciousness, and I don't know what happened after that. So I'm just, I was trying to remember to reload in case I needed to hammer again. And I am shaking like a leaf. I'm so excited. I want to find this guy, and I'm just, oh wow, what a hunt. Holy cow. I hope my dad's proud. Thanks, buddy.
Modern Hunter is brought to you by
Have you ever went to your local Tractor Supply and literally was going to go back there and buy protein, and when you get back there, your choices are almost overwhelming? If you're a new hunter that's just starting to feed your whitetails protein, here's a couple things to consider. What is the type of feeder that you're going to use? This is what they call a gravity feeder, right? It's real simple. Put it all in the food. It's kind of like a self-serve. The whitetails can get it all the time, no matter when they need it. Now, a lot of people shy away from this type of feeder because they're really afraid that they're going to be filling it all the time. But don't ask me how, don't ask me why. A whitetail knows exactly how much protein they need. They're not going to sit here all day and eat protein. They're going to get what they need, move on. Whitetails are grazers, right? Now the other type of popular feeder that you have is the spin cast. You know, if you guys have watched any of the Texas hunts, right, they use a lot of those spin casts. Why is this important to you guys? Well, first off, it's what type of food that you're gonna need. If you're using something like the Sportsman's 20, which is a protein pellet, those have to be in a gravity feeder, because what happens if you put those in a spin cast, first the spinner is going to break them all apart, and then second, when they hit the ground, even if it didn't rain, the ground's got a lot of moisture in it, the pellets just suck up moisture and they're going to blow up, and then the whitetails aren't going to eat them. So then you need something, if you're using a spin cast, kind of like the golden nuggets. The nuggets are harder. You can put them in that spin feeder. It's still a high protein source of feed, better than corn, right? Because you can use corn in spin feeders, but again, corn is just high in fat, right? It's not a protein source. It's just an energy source. If you're feeding your whitetails, especially in the spring, yeah, it's good for them to have energy, but it's really important for them to have protein. Check out the golden nuggets. That's what I would run through mine from Record Rack. And if you're using the gravity feeder, Sportsman's 20 is the way to go.
We went to look for him, couldn't find him, and I was just devastated. I was crushed. I think my shot was a little bit far back, so I'm hoping I got at least the bottom part of his lungs. And we don't want to push him too far, so we're going to take a break, go eat some breakfast, and come back out a little bit later and see if maybe he's had time to take a dirt nap. I'm a better shooter than that, so I'm kind of a little upset with myself that my shot was too far back, but it is what it is, and it's happening the way it's supposed to happen. So I'm hoping after breakfast that we'll find him, and this can end on a good note.
The magnificent size of these exotic creatures should not be underestimated. With a shot a little further back, the staff at Trinity Oaks does not rule out that the Simbok is still alive and may still be traveling with the herd in search of energy sources. Though Rachel hopes he is not out there suffering, she sits that evening and one final time the next morning before camp departures.
This has been an incredible week. The countryside is beautiful. Everybody's been so wonderful to us. We've seen so many animals. Oh, so many incredible animals. And so it's just nice to sit with nature and be one with the earth. And this is the type of a country, or the type of terrain that my dad and I used to hunt a lot. So it's just been great, kind of reliving those memories and just being in a position that we used to spend a lot of time together. It's just been an amazing week, and I know that they're gonna find my bull and it's gonna work out, and it's just been the hunt of a lifetime.
Don't go away. Rachel's hunt takes a last-minute turn that no one saw coming. You're watching Modern Hunter.
Oh, Jesus.
After sitting 2 more times since the shot, Rachel had made peace with the idea that they were not going to find her buck.
That's how it is. I accept it. It wasn't a good shot on my part, so I knew it's just how it was supposed to be. And I was so thrilled for the hunt. It was like it's happening the way it's supposed to happen, and I just had to let it be and just put my faith in God that everything's going to work out like it was supposed to. We make it back to camp, and one of the Trinity Oaks people comes up to me and she says, "We got a surprise for you." She says, "We're bringing in a helicopter." And I looked at her. I think my jaw must have hit the ground. I was floored. They called in some favors and they have a helicopter coming in. Well, just landed to see if they can find my bull. I'm not worthy of this. So gonna keep the brave face on, and hopefully we find this. I can't even talk right now. Hopefully we find this bull, and I'm just amazed. There are so many more people deserving of this than me. Well, I think he must be down now.
Right around this tree.
Oh my God, he's huge. Oh, wow. Oh man. Oh man. The thing I hate the most is that he had to suffer a little bit, and that's on me, so I'll ask for God's forgiveness on that. And I've also said my prayer over him, thanking him for his sacrifice, and that he's gonna, it'll be memories of a hunt of a lifetime, and that he's providing food for my family. So that's, and that I feel a huge sense of relief, and I am just indebted forever to everybody here that's done everything they could to help me find him. So, and I'm also very, 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 very happy, very excited. This is awesome. So it's a great end to a fantastic week. Oh my gosh. So, okay, that's what I'm feeling. I'm used to serving people. I'm not used to being served. And so that was really hard to accept, but we found him. It was amazing. We got some great pictures, and it was so healing for me with the love and support from everybody and just their selflessness. And I don't even know if selflessness is the right word, because it was like selflessness to the 100th power, these people. And all they wanted to do is take care of you and show their gratitude for what you did. So for me, it was a very healing experience. And I had a little bit of PTSD after my time in the Crimes Against Children unit. And I had already gotten some help through an organization called 22 Kill. But what these people gave to me was even more healing than anything else I'd experienced in my life.
Next week on Modern Hunter.
A little cloudy and overcast. We're actually having to wear jackets, so say hi to our fans, Dad.
Good morning.
So we'll let you know how
It's great out here in the woods.
it's awesome. We'll let you know how today's hunt goes. Thanks for watching. So it was an incredible hunt, and I am so grateful and thankful for that experience. But I really had my heart set on an axis, because that's what we had hunted together. I mean, when the first time I ever harvested a deer was an axis with my father, so I really wanted an axis. Well, my photographer that was with me in the stand, David, he says, Rachel, I'm going to get you an axis. And so he told me about a hunt that he comes down to in Sonora, Texas every year, and offered to let me take his hunt so that I could attempt to harvest an axis.